Hello Libra, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, if you're new, welcome. Hope you enjoy the reading. Okay, so alright, so let's start here. So for you, as I said, the qualities for you and your person are interchangeable, so see how it comes in for you. We've got Freya Bold and we've got Scorpio I Transform. So the Freya energy, Friday, comes from Freya. So this is about, she's got wings on her helmet, she's got crystals, so this is about using your intuition as well, and you know, asserting your kind of your independence in some ways. So unleash your adventurous side, take risks and be daring. Okay, so this is what you're being asked to do. And you know, be bold, love your body, love your energy, love everything you're doing. But it's very much self-appreciation focused. That's what Freya is meaning here. But she's also saying that don't be afraid to take a risk and be daring, to actually step out, to try new things, to even perhaps approach your relationship differently. That may be the case, or it could be a new relationship, depending on your situation. All right, you must apply it as you see fit. If you've been with your person for a long time already, then this could be just a, you know, a changing, a sort of a step up for you, trying new things, perhaps stepping out in some way, or just making a bold approach to transforming the way things have been. So whether it's a regeneration and a renewal, or whether it is a you know, the stoking of the fires for within a new romance or a new relationship, take it as it resonates. This is also about sexuality with Scorpio. And with Freya's Bold, that's the same sort of thing. It's your sexual energy, exploring that. You can use that to manifest as well. There's lots of ways that sexual energy can benefit you, but it's all about your intention and about, obviously, honesty as well. And, you know, bring that fun element and bring that adventurous and trying new things and just exploring, you know, live your life, enjoy your life, make the most of it. And that is very much what her energy is about. And the Scorpio is you're going to be transforming something that perhaps has already been there, whether this is your approach to relationships in general, or whether it's your approach to this relationship, especially if you've been together for some time. It's something needs to be changed up, something needs to be let go of. Old things, old ways, old attitudes, old beliefs, or old modes of behavior. Something needs to be transformed, to be let go of. So it's a releasing of the old to bring in the new. That is very much a scorpionic quality. There may be a bit of an ego battle, whether this is your ego that is needing to be addressed, which is often just based on a fear, really. So examine your fears. Things could be rising up under the Scorpio energy. You could be either unleashing your bold and your adventurous side, or you could be releasing your fears around that. Okay, so something is coming up from underneath, something rises up to be addressed, but it could also be a little bit of an energy struggle or an ego struggle between you and your person. But just take it as it resonates. But it's something needs to be transformed. Something needs to be aired. Something needs to be brought to the surface, to be looked at and faced. Let go of the fear around it, because quite often it has no fear once you face it. And then transform it. Find ways to try new things, be bold, be adventurous, and step out of where you have been for a while. You may have been in a rut, you know, so try new things. It could also be that there's... as I said, issues to do with sexuality. It could be regeneration or renewal, whether this is from a health perspective or a relationship perspective. It can also be, you know, birthing of something. So birthing, whether it's physical birthing within the body, or whether it's birthing of a new relationship or birthing of new conditions, you know. So take it as it resonates. But something is definitely falling away here. Something needs to be let go of so that you can bring the fresh energies in, the fresh, you know, outlook, attitudes, beliefs, and all of that. Now, it's a very energetic, very intense energy, this, but find ways to find outlets for it. So, you know, it could be exercising your energy in a number of ways. Obviously sexuality comes into it, but it could also be trying new things socially, or doing things together in the outdoors, whatever it may be. Just be a bit more adventurous, try new things, and transform this old to new. That's really what it is. So we have got here full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. So whether this is within your own situation or it's the situation we are approaching here, we will get to this because we've got the solar eclipse. So it's saying that you're on the way to sorting things out. Now, we have already been through a full moon eclipse, so whatever came out, whatever was aired, whatever was sorted out, you're still working on it, I can see, and so is your person. But it's saying that there are conclusions on the way. So whatever, it really is determined, especially with the solar eclipse, it's determined by your attitude, by your beliefs, by your willingness to change, your mastery of change, okay? Mastering your emotions, your controlling of your emotions, but also being willing to make changes, being optimistic, trying new things, stepping out of your comfort zone. All of these things come in. And as soon as you are open to that and you initiate change, you manage the change, you take charge of the change, then you will reach your conclusion in a much more harmonious and enlightening way. Whereas if you dig your heels in with resistance, then it creates all kinds of drama. So rather go with the change, approach it, talk about it, discuss it, figure out ways, be open and optimistic, and that will bring you through this transition in a good way. So now we've got here, for your person, we've got Saturn return age, and we've got Athena inner wisdom. So a lot of green energy. This is heart chakra. So everything to do with the heart chakra coming in. And this is saying that this person is maybe seeing the fruits of what they have sown, they're reaping now. So whether this is disappointment or whether this is things that they tried before that haven't worked, and they're seeing that they haven't worked, so this is where the disappointment comes in. It could also be that they are now looking at things in their past and seeing them differently than how they looked while they were in those years or those times. So it's kind of like a review. Saturn return is a course correct. Okay, this is a release and a redirect of energy. So it's a release from where the energy has been for however long, whether it's a short time or a long time, or through repetitive previous relationships, whatever the situation is, releasing energy from there to redirect it into a more positive direction. So this person could now be going through a review period where they are now releasing their energies from things that they've done before. They've served their purpose, and now it's time to go after their own dreams, their own goals. They need to take responsibility for their own goals and their own dreams, all right, to make those happen. This is going to require effort. It's going to require being responsible, being mature. But it's like a course correct of some sort. It can also be a second chance situation as well. So whether you and your person have been through a rough patch and you're now regenerating and renewing, or whatever the situation is, or you could be going for more independent activities or a different path, take it as it resonates for you. But this person is definitely going through a review, and in some cases they may be feeling that they are too old or too young to be making these changes, or making yet another commitment, or making changes to the way that they have lived their lives so far. But they mustn't let those fears stand in their way, okay? They need to take care of their body as well, but they also need to come out of a very fixed mindset or old-fashioned or old ways of doing things. They need to change things up and move forward into a new era, as it were. And so this is where the course correct comes in. It's pulling their energy back from where it has been for a long time, or in multiple situations, pulling their energy back, having a thorough review, and now taking responsibility for their dreams and their goals and moving forward. It will require work, as I said. And in some cases, it can be a very realistic look at what has worked and what hasn't worked. But there is a strong second chance ability here. So what should have, could have, would have, all of those things go out the window. And now it becomes, what is my foundation? What am I going to build now going forward? What am I going to build for myself going forward now? Because ultimately, if they are strong in themselves and they have got a good, strong foundation, then they can create that for the relationship, if that is the case, okay? So this is about creating a very strong foundation for them, and ultimately for the ones that they care about going forward. And whatever gets built under a Saturn return will be strong and will be long-lasting, but it's going to require effort. They're also going to need to I feel this is all to do with matters of the heart, relationships, experiences, and so on. With Athena, inner wisdom, this is saying you know what to do, trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. So there's action required here. So there's a release and redirect. There's a course correct involved. And this is, as I said, it's a business-like approach. It's setting up a plan. It's a very mature approach. And it's laying it out. It's also a result. You know, in some cases it can be about forgiveness and gratitude as well. They may have to forgive themselves for certain things to release their energy from the past. They may also be grateful that they are where they are and they are now counting their blessings. That can also come in. So for whatever their situation is, it's tapping into their inner wisdom. They must listen to their inner voice at this time. Okay, that is going to guide them and their spirit team, but there's communication involved here. And they need to actually lay out a plan, come up with the course of action that they intend to follow and stick with it, because whatever they create under a Saturn return, but it must be for them. It must be something that is going to uplift them and put them in a very good position, and then they can create for their nearest and dearest, you know, which would be you, or however that, you know, could be your family, whatever your situation is. It's about course correction. Now, for the current situation, we've got here Donna High Priestess and Solar Eclipse Revolution. So as I said to you, the solar eclipse energy is a revolution. This is about mastering change, all right? So changes will have come up. In some cases, they may have been quite abrupt, or there might have been quite a massive upheaval, or it could have just been a sheer realization, a perception shift. Suddenly getting an understanding of what it is that needs to be done, or what is the path going forward, or what needs to be done. So whichever way, it could have been both even. But this is about self-mastery, number one, mastering of taking responsibility for their own happiness, taking responsibility for their own course in life, because they're going to be changing course in some direction here now. So taking control of that, but also mastering change. And this obviously is for yourself, because you've got the Scorpio I transform and you are being asked to be bold, to step out. You know, step out of a very fixed mindset, as I said, and try new things. So the solar eclipse is all about mastering change. How are you going to master the changes that are unfolding around you? Your attitude, your optimism, your approach is going to determine how this transition unfolds. It can be painful or it can be enlightening. It can be a massive realization. It can really move you into a brand new space. So this can affect relationships. It can affect where you live, and it can affect professions, whatever the situation is. In some cases, it can be a complete change of direction, like a turning point or an epiphany, or it can be where you've got to dive in to fix, change, or create something and make it better than what it was before. So if this is your existing relationship, the opportunity to do that is huge, or it could be a change of direction, whatever the situation is for your particular circumstances. And then we've got here Dana High Priestess. So you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So I do feel you need to redirect your intuitive and your communication abilities into this situation. It's about using your inherent knowledge, your divine knowledge. Now, this can come in many different ways. It can come in via dreams. It can come in via intuitions, via your gut feelings. It can also be through the work that you do. You could be receiving inspiration or guidance, or your imagination maybe coming in for you to create solutions or to create a path forward, whatever the situation is. But there's communication involved here. You need to talk about these things. And use your high priestess energy, use your higher self to guide you at this time. Initiate change where it needs to be initiated. Take charge of the situation, but be open, be optimistic, be willing to make the changes to get yourself out of a rut or out of a direction which perhaps has gone wrong or gone awry. But just remember, everything is a learning curve, everything is a learning lesson. And that's what you're doing, you're learning. So this is self-mastery, it's mastery of change. But use your knowledge, your inherent knowledge, your intuition and your guidance, your inner guidance as your person is being asked to do, and you'll be able to navigate this. You'll be able to move forward and create the life that you want, whether it's just for yourself or for you and your person, however the situation is unfolding for you. But there's some sort of rearrangement, course correction, or new direction, or a regeneration or a renewal here for you. And of course, obviously, be honest. You need to be honest with yourself, and you need to be honest with your person. You need to be really clear about what it is that you expect, what it is that you're wanting out of a relationship, or what it is you're wanting out of your lives together, and just lay a new course, lay a new plan, and come up with something which is an improvement on what you have had before, or whether this is with this person or with other previous relationships. You want to approach things now and set off in a better direction. As I said to you, the third house is important. This is the house of communication. So this is everything to do with communication, written, verbal, body language even. Contracts and documents also come into this, whether you are purchasing a new home, or you're downscaling, or you're upscaling, or you're relocating, or you're starting a new life. Whatever the situation is, all of that may be coming in. Short journeys may also be implicated here by cars. There might be a map involved. The journey may require a bit of planning. But there's also learning, there's research, there's exchange of ideas, there's information going around, discussion. All of these things are important with your person, and obviously with others in your life. In some cases, this may be for certain family members, like general relatives, aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings may be involved, or even neighbors, especially if you're renovating or you're changing something in your home environment. That all of these things may come up. But it's about communication. That's ultimately what it's about. You may be receiving news, or you may be giving news about something. You may be broadcasting. It could be electronic media. It could be via the internet. There's lots of ways that this can come in. Now, with the solar eclipse energy, as I said, Kali is just reiterating that endings and beginnings, the old must be released so that the new can enter. She is the ultimate get things done goddess. You do not mess with Kali. When she comes into your life, things will get done, whichever way. And it's up to you, your attitude and your approach and your optimism and your willingness to change or to redirect your energy that is going to determine how this is going to happen. It can be smooth and enlightening, and it can unfold in miraculous ways, or it could be really quite a tricky situation to navigate. You want to approach this with the best possible energy, and that is generated by you, So the old must be released. You've got to release certain things here in order to bring in a new beginning, or a new chapter, or a regeneration, or a renewal. And the eclipse energy is doubly emphasized here. It's come up 3 times in your reading. So massive energy, massive change. Be open and be excited about the change, because it's going to bring in wonderful things for you, and it's going to put you in a place where you can now move ahead with your dreams. Do what is right for you, or within your relationship or your family, or whatever is unfolding for you. This is a new clean slate, a new opportunity. So let go of the fears of releasing the old. Let go, because it's not serving you anymore. It hasn't worked in lots of ways. So release what hasn't worked. Keep what has worked, but transform it. Bring it in so that it's supportive of you, and be optimistic and willing to make the change. And she will move mountains for you. I do feel it's also connected to this show, The World, The Real You, full moon in Aquarius. So this is about the future. What is the future going to look like for you? All right, you need to talk about it. You need to welcome the change that's coming in for you. However much of an upheaval it may have been or may be for you, it's how you manage it that's going to determine the outcome. So show the world the real you. I do feel this is also about coming into your mastery, your self-mastery, coming into your power, your authentic power. Certainly for your person, that could certainly be the case, but it's also about you stepping into a brand new frame now. And enjoy it. Have fun. Love your body. Love your energy. Love your life. Make the most of it, and you may also have people around you at this time who can support you, who will step forward at this time. That can very happen when there's an Aquarian energy around. People just arrive, or they sort of rally around to assist you. So, enjoy your contacts and your networks. Bring your friendships around you. But it's also show your authentic self. And don't be afraid to do that. That's going to, it's empowering, and that's what you need to do. You need to empower yourself now, and so does your person in their own way. This is about glimpses of the future, moving forward into the future, and enjoying the ride, and it's also about, moving into a world which is changing. Belief systems are changing, social reform, group consciousness, global consciousness, lots of things are shifting and changing, and you looking at the trends and the movement of society and the way things are unfolding, and finding your niche, or just showing who you really are so that you can draw towards you your niche, you know, or the people that can assist you at this time. Now, from an advice point of view, we have Sun Spirit, very, very positive card. We've got Damara guiding children. So this Sun Spirit is all positive. Okay, so this is a very positive aspect coming in for you. You need to pull the sun energy in for yourself. All right, make yourself number one. Okay, so pull the sun's energy towards you. Spend time in the sun. Enjoy, you may be in a spotlight of some sort, or your relationship may be in a spotlight of some sort, or you may be leading the way on how to manage change, how to move forward, how to regenerate, how to renew, or how to set a new path for your relationship, whether it's a new one or an existing one, whatever the situation is. You may be in a leadership role, you may be asked to step up in some way, or you may be showing how it's done for other people who are grappling with similar circumstances. Whatever you overcome, whatever you transcend, whatever you forge ahead, whatever you pioneer with, is always recorded. And this goes into the Akashic records. It's recorded for every living soul to draw on so that they can learn as well. So no experience that you go through is ever lost. Okay, it's always important, but it's your approach. It's your, approaching things with leadership involved. Be leaders. Be leaders within yourself and with whatever it is that you've got going on in your life. And you may be leading your children as well. Don't forget that how you handle life, you're going to show your children how to do it as well. All right, and this affects generations. Everything goes into cellular memory. Whatever you have learned, they are going to learn, and they're going to pass it on, and so it goes down the line. So what sort of leadership are you putting in place here? This is very much about enjoying the moment, being in the spotlight, but also being being a strong leader, and being authentic with yourself, your authentic power, but also being humble, and being honest, and and tackling things with integrity and honor. That's everything to do with the sun energy. The sun rules Leo, so very much Leo energy coming in at this time. Do you feel it's also about accessing, whether this is your own children that you're involved with at this time? You need to lead the way, but there could also be a celebration that's coming up at this time, and that involves your children or family or something to do with children, or you could be birthing children, or you may be wanting to start a family, or it could be grandchildren. You just take it as it resonates for you, but children are somehow involved in this, and there could be a celebration or some sort coming in. This could be a family celebration, but with other close friends and people around you at this time. Or it could be some event that you're going to. And this involves, it could be any time when the sun is really out and it's a joyful time. So this could be summer for those, that are approaching summer, but it could also be December, the December months. So it depends on where you are in the world and what is your situation. But whatever, it's some sort of event that is coming up, and you're getting caught up in that at this time. There could be a celebration or some kind of event that's coming in, which is going to really be a lovely, happy, joyful, celebratory event. And this could also be that you may need to lead the way in some way in this event or in this party or this coming together of some sort. As I said, it could involve your children or children around you at this time, but it could also be that something, in your relationship, it could also be that you need to access your childlike qualities, your enjoyment, your sheer enjoyment in the moment. And this is very much a childlike quality, joy in the moment, staying in the present moment. And just, it's a very creative energy, the sun energy, very creative, very vivacious, life force is strong, health is strong, everything is strong. But it's about enjoying the moment and staying in the moment. And that is where, forget about the past or the future, stay in the present moment. That is where you make your decisions. And accessing your inner child, also working with your inner child at this time, which may have been wounded through previous situations, previous relationships, childhood, whatever the situation may be. This is about, and in some cases this may have been for you as well, perhaps your fun element or your adventurous element has been trampled on through past lives or through your early childhood or whatever. Perhaps that side of you was not allowed to come out, or it could have been affecting your person as well. Some sort of fun or enjoyment element or love of your body and love of life and love of sexuality could have sort of been dampened down or suppressed in some way. And this is saying that this needs to come out now. This needs to be released. Enjoy your life. Love your life. love your children, or bring in this childlike element into your life. And it's saying here, you are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. So whether this is your children or other children you may be involved in, it could be relatives that you have. But bring this childlike quality, contact your inner child and let it out. Let it have an expression for you. Show the world the real you. Okay, that's what this is about. All right, but it's a very, very positive energy. This is only positive energy. So be positive, be hopeful, and approach any changes in your life with optimism, because it's going to bring in new things for you. We have also got here air element communicating. So again, the air element communication aspect is highlighted for you here. So this is about all forms of communication, as I've already said with the third house, but this is also to do with manifestation. This is the ultimate manifestation card. So really what this is saying to you, that you need to speak, you need to think positive, you need to speak positive, sort of speak things into existence, and that is what you will draw towards you. So be your most positive self. Bring this positive vibration into your life, and that is what you will manifest. So whatever you're approaching, whether it's a new relationship or a new, some sort of redirection within the relationship, or a regeneration or a renewal, speak it into existence with positivity. Okay, contact that element within yourself, and bring that energy down for yourself, and that is what you will manifest. Okay, live it, speak it into existence. It can also be that all forms of communication may be coming in here, but this could also be, any kind of electronics or internet. You may be researching things, you may be exchanging ideas, as I said, or you may be hearing news, or giving news of some sort. If you're starting a family, that may be the case, or you may be broadcasting this celebratory event that's coming in. But you want to bring positivity into everything you're doing. With that Sun card, really, it's a wonderful backdrop for you to do that. And it can also be that there may be travel involved here. This is normally air travel of some sort that may be required, and travel to a destination, or going away, or you may be traveling somewhere for the celebration. That could be coming in as well. But it can also be that you may just need to take a break away, go away somewhere. Try and go somewhere high up if you can, even if it's just up a mountain, or to a mountain retreat, or just somewhere, because when you raise yourself up, and being on an air flight obviously will do that, when you raise yourself up, you change your perception and your attitude, because you're looking at things very, very differently. And even just taking a hike and going up to a very high place lifts your vibration, raises your energy, and then all kinds of solutions and perceptions can now come into being. So just bear that in mind. But this is about manifestation. Manifest what you want. Be positive. And you could also be hearing news, as I said. Some sort of announcement could be coming in for you. Now, for the outcome, or the potential of this current situation, very nice here. You've got Pele, divine passion, and you've got Jupiter, abundance. So Jupiter is a very expansive energy. It brings abundance in. Okay, it expands whatever it comes into contact with, but in this case it's going to bring abundance in. So this could be read a number of ways. This could be bringing in something or someone from the past. It could be or it could be a new person coming in, like a new lover or a new situation, but it's going to bring in joy, happiness, and some sort of upliftment. In some cases it can be rescue or relief from something. It could bring in abundance in the form of money, or it could bring in abundance in the form of help from something or someone, or just some sort of rescue from a difficult situation, or just relief to have now a happier time ahead from where you have been previously. So some kind of breakthrough or luck could be coming in for you, but I do feel it's a breakthrough. That is what is coming in, and it could be bringing with it abundance, which is in the form of love or happiness or joy or relief or financial, or it could be this event that's coming in, some sort of uniting event, something which is joyful and abundant, and something that you're looking forward to, something that's going to uplift your energy. Just remember, abundance can come in many forms. It could even be a good friend that's coming in to assist you, or friends gathering around, or just good times, happiness, but a breakthrough nonetheless. Now, with Pele Divine Passion, this is saying that through this process, really, the whole point of it is to get in touch with what is your divine passion. So whether this is your person, or your family, or your home, or just the strength of your relationship, or the regeneration and the renewal of your relationship, whatever is appropriate for you. It's saying that be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? Okay, so honesty came up before. So you really need to get in touch during this whole process, and that's what I do feel you will do that. You will have your breakthrough. What you've been asked to do is get in touch with really what is the most important thing for you, what's really going to spark your energy, what's going to get you out of bed, what's really going to lift you up. What would you do for free? What would you do in your relationship to bring it into a new space? Get in touch with that passion and release it, because this is something that's been suppressed. And as I said, with your person, this could have been them breaking out of something that has been in place a long time, or it could be you transforming and now becoming more bold and more adventurous. Something that has been suppressed or overlooked, or just not focused on because it wasn't the right time, or didn't suit other people in your life, whatever the situation is. This is about releasing that so that you can move into a new space and a new phase. And Jupiter will bring this breakthrough for you. The number 7 may be appropriate. 7 days, 7 weeks, or just the number 7. Okay, Libra, I hope you enjoy that. Please take care. Don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. And I hope you have a wonderful month, and I will see you next time.